Welcome to Armchair Safari in this very early stream. The reason I'm streaming early is because I'm in Lisbon. There's a lot of work to do, so here we go. Let's jump right in. Today we're looking at this beautiful time widget by John Famous. John Famous with a PH on X. And, well, let's just have a look to start, shall we? That's fucking beautiful. All right. So what he says here is that datetime should show absolute local time, relative time, and times for your team. Now, I'm not sure what kind of app he's building here, but it's a really interesting point. So you have a timestamp in a UI somewhere. Unfortunately, the UI of the video is above that. That's not so great. There's a timestamp, and if you hover it, you get the timestamp itself shows you the absolute local time for your location. Beautiful, and it should be in the locale that you use. So browser setting based on OS setting makes total sense. Then when you hover that or click it, I can't see if he clicks it or not, you get this tooltip, which is actually really, really smart. So the header of the tooltip is the relative time to when this happened. So in this case, it says it's 707 days ago. And then you get the absolute time for all of the places your teams are in. Now think about if this is like a task that has been added or a bug that's been reported or a commit in a log somewhere or something similar to that. These would literally be like, yeah, okay, so you get the exact time when this happened for all of the teams involved. It's a really smart way to show context for what has happened, and especially with the spread out team. I think this is a freaking genius thing, especially since this doesn't actually require a lot of coding. Like most of this, it's just a timestamp, and the rest of that is just how you format the timestamp, which I think is absolutely genius. So from a product design perspective, I think this is a very, very good idea and a very good pattern if you can establish it, if you're in the context where you actually need to show this type of information, of course. So for instance, something issue trackers or logs of things that have happened, etc. For stuff like that, this is absolutely freaking genius. Otherwise, it's probably a bit redundant, of course, showing quite a lot of information. Technically very easy to implement, which is a very nice plus for design. The design itself is just absolutely beautiful. Like I love this mono typeface for data specifically, and for times specifically. It's really, really nice. I think the animation as well is very simple and very nice. It just has a slight delay effect to it, and then it pops up, right? Or does it pop down? It pops up. And it's just super simple. It could be even faster because we're looking at it at 1x now, and it's still a bit noticeable. It could be even quicker than it is, but it still looks really freaking awesome. So what is bad about this? Well, maybe something I could say that is bad about this is that there's a lot of information. So the absolute timestamp that you're hovering is a really long string of characters, and it takes you some cognitive overhead to read that. So maybe that could be improved to make it just more glanceable as information. But honestly, that's pretty much it. Like the rest of it, I just very much like. So the most important thing in all design reviews here at Armchair Safari is, does this work for the end user? And like I said, if this is in the right type of context, if you're doing this in an app where you need to know the chronological context of when something happened, especially for spread out teams, I think this is just absolutely freaking genius. So yeah, totally. For the right type of context, this solves a very good problem in a very smart way. I'm not working on anything that has an audit log functionality right now, but if it did, I would definitely steal this. All I can say is shout out to John Famous. Well done. Really cool design. Super, super happy to see that. Definitely going to give you a follow. Oh, wait a minute. What was this? Oh, look at that. He used to work at Vercel. So pretty high quality bar, probably right there. Really good stuff. Yeah, and that's it for our just for today. If you have another cool design, let me know tomorrow. Let me know before tomorrow. If you like this design, you'll find it in the description below or in the next post. And our just for happens. It's a live stream. We do this every day where we try to become better designers by finding a good design online and looking at that and seeing what we can learn. All right, have a good one. Bye bye bye.